Hey everyone, it's Billy here from DailyPuzzles. In today's video, we're going to be doing an unboxing and first impressions of some new samples we have from Yuxin. So what we have first on the left is the Yuxin Little Magic 6x6, and then on the right we have the Yuxin Little Magic 2x2. Now I think you all will be asking, well, what's the difference? These puzzles have been out for a while. Well, these are both now factory magnetized like the rest of the line, so that is very exciting because as probably a lot of you are aware, these puzzles have been magnetized by stores and cubers for a while, and Yuxin has seen that really high demand for more magnetic cubes, so they've done the thing that we all really wanted, and they've made them magnetic from the factory. Just before I get into the video, the Yuxin Little Magic 2x2 Magnetic is now in stock on dailypuzzles.com.au and ready to ship for $12 AUD, and the Yuxin Little Magic 6x6 is not currently yet released, but it should be released in a couple weeks, and the price is not quite yet confirmed for this. This is not the final box either for either of these puzzles. It will be that sort of white box that you've seen for the 4x4 and 5x5. But let's open it up and take a look. Now, one thing I did forget to mention is, since this was just a sample, I've got a red one. So it looks a little bit different. It actually looks really cool. It's actually a little bit hard to distinguish the colors though, especially that one. So I'm not really used to it for recognition, but the puzzle still looks really good. Initially, it should only be available in the stickerless variant and possibly a black version with stickers coming in future. So take this with a grain of salt for what the puzzle will look like. Expect a stickerless puzzle, basically, when it's released. Okay, without further ado, let's do some first turns. Ooh, okay. Wow, very, very impressed so far. Especially since this should sort of be an economy type puzzle. You shouldn't expect it to perform really high class, but so far, really good performance. So the performance doesn't really match the price that you're going to be paying for this puzzle. The strength on the outer layers feels about medium. The second layer also feels about medium. Oh, but the very inner layer feels quite a bit stronger. Now, excuse my inaccurate turning. I'm really not good at 6x6 at all, but I can tell you right now, I've tried all the 6x6s available, and this is definitely a really nice filling option. Okay, let's go ahead and do a corner cutting test. Okay, very good. Let's try reverse. Now, this is a big cube, so you can't expect reverse to be too much. And yeah, that is about the limit there. But initially, first turns, you can't really notice any lockups from only a little bit of reverse cutting. And I'm sure with some more break-in, that will improve too. But again, this is a big cube and definitely not the most expensive cube on the market. So you really can't have super high expectations. But even though it's not an expensive cube, right away I'm getting some really good first impressions from it. The turning is really nice, the magnet strength is nice, and the puzzle holds together really well. Again, I'm not really used to solving 6x6, so definitely wait for some expert 6x6 solvers, or maybe someone with even just a little bit more experience to get a really good opinion from them. Because that will probably be more useful than someone who doesn't solve 6x6. But I'm just can tell you straight away, initially, very good performance. 6x6s, I've always felt have really lacked the sort of premium or just really excellent performance that other cubes sort of have. I understand why. Even layered cubes, for whatever reason, the mechanism is hard to make as good performance with it as odd layered, sorry. So that's one of the challenges. But on top of that, the event just doesn't see a lot of use, so obviously manufacturers aren't going to spend a lot of time and resources into basically making a really good design. But very good impressions from this, especially since I think this will be around the 25 Australian price range, maybe up to $30. But that's probably going to be the maximum. So very good, very good, very good, very good first impressions. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the 2x2. Again, this packaging is not final. This is just the regular Yuxin Little Magic box. I think the first batch may be coming in this box, since I don't think the boxes were quite ready in time for the intended release. But as soon as the new box is available, which will probably be the second batch, that's when we'll have a different box. Okay, right out of the box. Okay, quite loose tensions, but that's not necessarily bad. They're pretty easy to tighten. But let's do some first turns. Okay, definitely feels exactly like a Yuxin Little Magic. I sort of had in my mind that this would feel different, but it's still the exact same Yuxin Little Magic version 1. Very good turning out of the box. A little bit dry perhaps, but one thing you have to realize is the price of this puzzle. Again, I believe we have it in stock now for $12 Australian, I want to say, and you can get an additional 10% off with code YouTube at checkout. But the turning is very, very impressive right out of the box. I'm really happy to see Yuxin taking the route of listening to the community. They've obviously seen so many stores and cubers magnetizing the 3x3 and 2x2, so they've gone ahead and made their own magnetic versions. And that's really exactly what the community wants. These puzzles are very popular. We sell a lot of them just because the quality is really good. You know what you're going to get. It's just a reliable puzzle at an affordable price, and Yuxin's definitely done the right thing here, and I think they've achieved their goal. The puzzle performs really well out of the box. As with 2x2, sorry, as with the 6x6, 2x2 is not an event I specialize in at all, so I'm a really basic beginner solver. But again, I've tried all the other 2x2s in the market, so yeah, I can compare this to them, and yeah, the performance is exceptionally good, especially considering that this is going to be a budget cube. I mean, you can only have so much expectations for a budget cube. But honestly, I could see this taking someone far. I could even see this being the main of some of the best solvers in the world. So definitely really, really impressive 2x2 from Yuxin. That's going to be it, guys, for our first look at the Yuxin Little Magic 6x6 and the Yuxin Little Magic Magnetic 2x2. Sorry, also Magnetic 6x6. Again, the 2x2 is in stock and ready to ship on dailypuzzles.com.au. The Yuxin Little Magic Magnetic 6x6, that's another mouthful, we'll have it in stock as soon as it's available. And we're actually currently doing a giveaway for these items on our Instagram, so if you want to win a red 6x6, or we can send you one in the retail box once it's released, make sure you go into our Instagram giveaway. Definitely looks very, very unique, sort of like a red force cube. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below the video, and we will see you in the next one.